Welcome back for your very most special yummy update, friends. We have FOMC coming, the FOMC approaching very soon. We have a Trump deal coming out. Meanwhile, we have everyone calling for the end of the crypto cycle, saying 4-year bear market, 4-year cycle, 4-year everything. Everything's down, down, down and bad. But good news, friends. Gold is actually capitulating in real time, which is good. Remember the gold rotation. Gold down about 10% from the all-time high, which is wonderful because that's around what we need. And we don't want it to go down to zero or anything because that pretty much means every world government has decided to hike the crap out of their rates and curb inflation, which is not going to happen because they do a total wealth reset, right? And they have a lot more to lose than you and me. So we don't have that, okay? So we have a lot of these factors we've got to navigate out here. Remember, we did have all these retailers, friends. I mean, like, look, isn't it funny? Everyone's saying, no, this time's actually different. Central banks are buying gold. Bro, they all lined up. They got dunked on. They're literally getting dunked on in real time. So if history is repeating like that, okay, what's the next part of what history says? Well, the chart shows that there's an exit of gold and then risk on assets start to have some fun, which is pretty much Bitcoin running for anywhere from 9 to 14 months. It was 9 months run up in the 2020 cycle. It was 14 months run up in 2017 cycle. 9 to 14. That's what I hope happens. I don't know. Yeah, could be hoping, could be coping. 2026. I know, friends, we want it to be happening at a much smoother pace out here, but I just want to show you some inspirational stuff to get you inspired about the future. So this is, okay. Uncle Bobby is replying to AI bots without knowing, okay? I'm here to tell you, friends, look at this. Amy Marie, traders short it. Holders wait for it, and Bitcoiners collect it. We believe you, Amy. So Uncle Bobby is replying to AI bots, and you still think we're going into a recession next year? I'm just showing you the power of the power of AI. That doesn't feel like a top, man. This is what Crypto Crapo is calling for, friends. A massive drop of 70% lower. This is showing Solana going down to $50 from $200. That's a 75% drop right now. You know what's interesting, friends, as well? Crypto Crapo, he normally does the first you're going to go up and then you're going to go down. But actually with here, he's like, no, you're just going down, actually. You're just going straight down, actually. You know, I'm trying to find a method to his madness, and he's always wrong. It's kind of funny, friends, just showing you, man. Oh, here we have Mr. FOMO Factory. Up it is. Where do these idiots get their information? Mr. Bluey Bear, good question. Where they get the information was they were kings at one point. They were great in like 2017, 2018. They were good, okay? The price action changed. The indicators changed in how they get used. And cryptos, its patterns just change over time. There's different players now, but they're still like, you know, using their old stuff. They never learned to adapt, okay? Brawi Moonin, I'm actually drinking now. Awesome. Not selling, alts to crash while ETH goes to new all-time highs. Nah, yeah. So it is interesting. And what he's referring to as well, okay, remember there's a very nice monthly chart that we've been setting up for. This is the Ethereum monthly chart. All right, we've broken through the wedge and now we're still holding above this wedge, you know. If you do a measured move from this, it gets to about 7,200. 7,200 for Ethereum. That is the macro fib, the Fibonacci, if you do from the top to bottom as well. So hopefully that's where we're destined for. And then what happens from that point? No one knows, okay? This was actually before the gold cracked down, friends. This was my post. This was before it cracked down. Gold is looking weak. Hopefully it cracks under 4K. This should give a nice risk boost to risk on assets. Bitcoin could potentially squeeze towards 118. Okay, so if now that's all happening, hopefully Bitcoin charges up. We get that 118 push. Remember, we're already seeing, you know, gold stall, and we're already seeing this green monthly candle, which is wonderful. Dick with Bat Army. To be honest, it sucks to see retail get screwed. I know exactly how it feels to see your hard-earned cash going into exit liquidity due to ignorance. Oh yeah, my friend. Oh yeah, that's it. But you know, look, if you buy the top of gold, man, you could be in there for a long, long, long time. At least you get your money back. But you got to learn the game, man. That's it. You know, do you want to be ruled by your emotions or do you want to be ruled by logic? Okay, that's it. Okay, you know, I let my emotions go up and down. Okay, I don't let it govern my decisions. That's what gives me the edge, by the way. Yeah, there are people out there that try to be robots. Okay, the problem with being a robot is, okay, you don't have a constant out there to use all the time. The data's always changing. Yeah, the data's always changing, you know. But with yourself, if you're one with the market, up and down, up and down, up and down, you always have yourself as a constant to use, you know. Because you'd think on paper, oh, I'll just be a robot. I'll just use this information. Yeah, then you turn out like Crapo. You're trash. I mean, look at everyone else calling for the bear market. What if we actually go up? Yeah, they're going to hang their head in shame. Friends, bears sound real smart. They always sound smart, man. Of course they sound smart. That's how markets go up, though. James Wynn put on a leverage short on Bitcoin. Liquidation, $117,500. He claims USDC referral words who opened up a 40x leverage short, okay? Yeah, just it's interesting as well. While his win rate is that low, it's something to track. Very interesting. Don't forget as well, friends. Remember, 2 years ago, all these cycle experts said we would definitely get a left translated cycle. Do you remember? They said we're definitely saying it. They said, oh, rate cuts are bearish. Which I know, rate cuts, yeah, statistically are bearish most of the time. They weren't bearish last year. Duh. We're up higher. Okay? That's it. And they said that we'd be in a recession this year. Okay? Turns out, I guess they were just full of shit. Full of crap. Okay? And they're just totally guessing. And most ironic, they called everyone else stupid as well. And it's funny, now we're at this point, and they're like, no, now I'm going to be right. Okay, man, maybe you're right. But like also, maybe you're just like totally reading it wrong. Or maybe, maybe you're just not going to turn out how you think. And then here they are again, right? Calling for 4-year cycle. All right, we'll see. We'll see. I like the strong hands in altcoins, okay? No one sees any value. Everyone says there's no new people coming in. Yeah, cool. That's exactly what I want to see. Okay, if you're in gold in the line, you see a lot of new people coming in, don't you? Yeah, you do. Does that look like a good idea? No, it doesn't. To be buying? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So all of these friends, it could happen. It could happen. Here's me uppercutting a green candle through Pepe. We'll see. Let's play some Pumper G music. We all deserve it. Bullish alert. All the 4-year cycle Jeets said gold would keep going higher as retail lined up. They've been embarrassed. Gold dunking below $4,000. Okay? So I made that post as just a reminder, okay? Because I remember, don't forget that, friends. Look, I'll just show you. This is what's happening. Look at everyone out here. Look, Bitcoin, 150K to 38K. I show you this every day, friends. How I watch a lot of these people, and they're like, hey, I'm the only smart one. You're all stupid. It's actually going to be a 4-year cycle. I'm the only genius who sees it. It could be a 4-year cycle, man. But you're not the only genius who sees it. All right? I'm literally every second post that we find out here is big crypto KOLs, right, talking about, hey, one last push up, it's all over. So that's what crypto consensus is. One last push up, it's all over. That's why they've all sold 50 to 70%. They're going to get rid of their next few percents up. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get anything big. It's just you got to get them out, dude. We've gotten most of them out. We have gotten a lot of them out. All right, that's undeniable at that point. Remember, friends, watching me all over the world, I do appreciate every single one of you. Is he doing? Is he? Well. I mean, like, you know, well, if it turns out we are right, and then crypto does have an explosive alt season, big mania at the end, in the same way gold peaked out, people were just like, you know, one view away from almost making it. Because that's what it comes down to. You just want people to kind of like show you that they're bullish. Friends, that's literally what it comes down to. If you want to buy low prices, everyone can see the low prices. Yeah, what's that tell you? Nothing. Everyone can see the prices go up and down. Okay, the prices are down, yeah. It's not enough for that. A lot of people just need to see someone not give up. We need to see someone say, hey, looks bad. I'm still in. Yeah, I'm still in. I'm still holding. Oh, 5-year bear market. 5-year bear market super cycle. Bear cycle, whatever, I'm still in. Yeah. Yeah, we need to see that over time. Remember, friends, even Japan now have a yen stablecoin. And my favorite stablecoin supercycle bet is Pulse Chain PDI. Yep. Everything's on a huge discount. There's always trader soy boys. They go, oh, but the price went down and up. Dude, if you are that much of a short-term cuck, go do what you're doing and just move to the side because literally no one cares, okay? If you had any consistency and you could compound, I'm sure you'd have 1 million subscribers and followers now, and you'd have all the attention and fame in the world, okay? I almost guarantee that you don't for a reason. And that's because trading is a 1% win rate and you're not in the 1%. Western Union, as I mentioned in Juicy News, are going to pilot stablecoin-powered transfers for their customers. There's different ways to play the stablecoin SuperCycle, friends. You can buy Arthur Hayes' token unlocks, Athena, ENA, as he dumps on you. I like, there's Ethereum, of course, it's big. Everyone knows that. There's Chainlink as well. Maybe Chainlink in terms of, Chainlink is cheap versus XRP, right? I think Chainlink should be higher than XRP based off tech, but XRP have an army. Hopefully that all works out. We'll see. Check out Mr. Doniboo. Western Union, lol. Their time was Web 1, Web 2. We're on Web 3. There is the e-card and plastic cards on blockchain now that make Western Union useless. Very true, sir. Playboy Penguin, bullish for the industry. Tread lightly in the long run. Okay. Also, PYUSD. That's the PayPal US dollar, which can be reversed. So we have to take caution there. Just a reminder, here is Ethereum. And I think one of you baby dolls told me who this is. He's a Singapore singer. JJ Lin. JJ Lin. Here we go. Escaped fresh out of Squid Games. Let's check it out here. The next major Ethereum level, 7,200. At this price, we will see a huge battle occur where many people call the top of the crypto cycle. Yeah, man, that's going to be a tough one. Yeah, that's going to be a really, really, really tough one. And even I don't know what it is. Because, like, you know, like if you're bullish gold and it's 2,600, you don't know where retail is going to come. You know, you can say, oh, gold's gone to 3,000 or 3,300, 600, 900, 4,000. 4,500, there's numbers in the air, it doesn't matter. But it turns out at 4,300, retail lined up for gold. Okay? Just to give you an idea, you just don't know where it's going to be. We've had a big week that's coming here, right? QT ending. We had the FOMC rate cut. Fed's going to print. I don't know what that means. Fed's actually going to print it. I don't know. Fed prints. The US-China deal, S&P 500 earnings, tariff deadline. But, sir, it's over. Beautiful. Beautiful to see, friends. Is it over? It's almost like the universe is trying to land the final uppercut blow to the bears to really do something. But as you know, friends, remember, cycles are more powerful than just these news and stuff out here. They don't actually dictate everything. So what are you not going to do? Keep believing, like, subscribe, catch you in the next one.